Hey everyone, imagine this. One clumsy moment with a milkshake changes everything. Your mom's dream job vanishes in an instant. A spoiled rich girl screams like the world is ending over a $5,000 dress, and suddenly you're the reason your hardworking single mom is out of work. That single spill didn't just stain fabric, it stained our entire life. But what if years later, the tables turned completely? What if the girl who once looked down on us ended up broken, humiliated, and begging for mercy, and I had the power to crush her? This is the roller coaster story of revenge, heartbreak, betrayal, a shocking lottery win, and the moment I realized that becoming the bully I hated made me lose myself. Stick around until the end because the twist will hit you hard, and trust me, you'll want to see how it all wraps up. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community. You won't want to miss what happens next. Hi, Mom. I leaned in to kiss her cheek and whispered, "You wouldn't believe what happened today." The lid popped off my milkshake. The whole thing splattered across her pristine white dress. Before I could even apologize, a piercing screech echoed through the room. "What did you do to my dress? I paid $5,000 for this. You better pray that stain comes out." I couldn't stay quiet. "Don't you dare talk to my mother like that, you spoiled brat." Debbie stepped closer. "I'll speak to your mother however I want." My fists clenched. I moved toward her. "What is going on here?" Mr. Langston's voice cut through the tension. Debbie pointed dramatically. "They ruined my dress for tonight, Daddy. Fire her." He glanced at the soaked dress in Mom's hands, then at the empty cup in mine. "Mrs. Langston, I think it's time you left." Mom gave a quiet nod, turned, and walked out. I stayed right behind her, heart pounding. "Hi, I'm Kylie, and this is my story. Growing up, it was just me and my single mom. She spent over 10 years working as a maid at the massive Langston mansion. That one accident cost her the job she'd held for so long. I apologized endlessly, but she kept saying it wasn't my fault. I knew she was only trying to protect my feelings. After that, Mom juggled multiple jobs and was barely home. I begged to get a part-time job to help with bills, but she refused. "Kylie, we've talked about this. I want you focused on school. Let me handle the rest." So I poured everything into my studies to make her proud. Months later, I earned a full college scholarship. The best part? My best friend Heidi got in too. "I can't believe we're going to the same college," she squealed over the phone. Heidi and I had been inseparable since kindergarten. We were both ready for a fresh start. New school, new vibe, new us. If you've ever dreamed of reinventing yourself in college, drop a comment below and share your thoughts with us. The night before move-in day, excitement kept me awake. But on our first day on campus, the shock hit hard. There, surrounded by her clique, was Debbie, basking in attention like always. I groaned. Out of all the colleges in the world, we end up at the same one? As we passed, Debbie called out, "Hey, maid's daughter, didn't expect to see you here. Thought you'd be following in Mommy's footsteps, scrubbing floors for life." I shot back without missing a beat. "Surprised to see you too, Debbie. We all know your grades weren't good enough. Daddy must have written a big check to get you in." Heidi burst out laughing. Debbie just glared. Like this video if you can relate to clapping back at a bully, and share it with your friends to let them in on the story too. The first week was manageable. Debbie threw shade every time she saw me, but I fired right back. Then came the moment that broke something inside me. Heidi and I were eating in the cafeteria when I spotted her, Mom, in a janitor's uniform, pushing a mop and bucket. My stomach dropped. How could I reinvent myself with my mom cleaning up after the same people who'd humiliated us? Debbie spotted her too. "Maid's daughter, is it bring your mom to work day?" She shoved her tray off the table. "Oops." Her friends laughed as Mom quietly cleaned the mess. Rage took over. I stormed over, grabbed Debbie's shirt. "Kylie, let her go," Mom said softly. I released her, turned, and walked away. In that moment, I swore Debbie would pay one day. To clear my head, I headed to the library, sure she'd never set foot there. "Hi." I looked up into the most gorgeous eyes I'd ever seen. I saw what happened back there. Debbie sucks. I managed a small smile. "Yeah, she can be cruel." We talked for half an hour. Same taste in movies, love for art. His name was Justin, a junior. "Hey, maybe I can take you to the art gallery sometime." I'd love that. And until then, come to my birthday party this weekend. I'll send a car. "Can I bring my best friend Heidi?" "Of course, the more the merrier." I couldn't believe it. Our first college party invite. The night arrived. A driver picked us up. We pulled up to an incredible estate. Justin greeted us warmly. "Hey, ladies. Kylie, glad you made it. Want to dance?" Before I could answer, Debbie cut in. "We hired the cleanup crew for after the party, not during, janitor's daughter." Justin rolled his eyes. "Give it a rest, Debbie. My dearest brother, mingling with the help isn't a good look." Brother? He was her brother? Heidi didn't hesitate. He didn't tell her because, like everything else, you're irrelevant. And with that, she shoved Debbie straight into the pool. The crowd froze, then erupted in laughter. Debbie climbed out furious and stormed inside. Justin extended his hand. "Let's dance." Over the next weeks, we grew closer. Then he asked me out. The date was perfect. Dinner, art gallery, moonlit beach walk. At my door, he leaned in and kissed my cheek. Our eyes met again the next morning. I overheard him and Debbie talking. "Look, I played your little game. Now pay me the money you owe." "I can't believe you actually got her to go out with you. That date was the worst ever." I stepped out. "So playing with someone's feelings is just a joke to you?" I slapped him hard. "Stay away from me." I cried in the bathroom, heartbroken. That night, everything changed. Mom burst in. "Kylie, I won the lottery, $10 million. The next days were a blur. Mom quit, started her own company. Heidi and I went on a massive shopping spree. We moved to a beautiful new home. Mom even bought me a car. But I still loved thrift shopping. One day, I overheard Mrs. Langston. "Honey, your dad filed for bankruptcy. Until we recover, these stores are our reality." Debbie looked mortified when she saw me. I smiled. "See you Monday." Monday, she waited at my locker, nervous. "I'm surprised. You always acted like you were better than everyone. Wonder what they'll say when they hear you're broke." "Please don't." "I can and I will, unless you do exactly what I say." I made her my personal assistant, washing my car, doing my laundry, cleaning my room. One day at the mall, her old friends overheard. "You're broke?" They walked away. Debbie dropped my bags and ran off crying. I found her later. "Debbie, I'm sorry. You took your chance to humiliate me. Maybe if you hadn't been so cruel when you had money, people wouldn't turn on you now." She walked away. Her words hit hard. I'd become the bully I despised. I told Mom everything. She sighed. "What you did was wrong, but I'm proud you want to fix it. I'll call Mr. Langston." She invited the whole family for dinner. It was tense. Mom offered Mr. Langston a job at her company. He accepted gratefully. After dinner, I found Debbie outside. "I'm so sorry for how I treated you. Can you forgive me?" She surprised me with a hug. "I'm sorry too. I was always jealous of the love you and your mom have. I never had that." "Well, now that money's gone, maybe you'll find real friends." "I hope so. Maybe we can hang out sometime." "I'd like that." What do you think will happen next? Leave your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about future stories.